Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. I'm afraid we've got another troll video for you. You're looking at a Grille, the Tier 5 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Lakeville and it's under the command of 27 Backpuss of REBRN. And he's got 3 marks of excellence on his Arty. But there's a pair of trolls on his team and they're in the Excelsior. One is named as Renamed User with a number after it, and the other one is known as Punishment Announcer. And there you go, you can see them straight away. And they're going to team kill. They're going to commit a team killing in this game. And of course, as a result of the team killing, the battle's going to be lost. Well, we're going to stop the relay there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the free camera. I'm actually going to move over to the trolls so we can see what they actually do up close and personal, because I think you can see who the victim is likely to be. And let's run the replay. Yep, they've shoved the Valiant into the lake from which there is no escape, and he is now dead, or at least he will be momentarily. And the next victim is going to be the SU-100Y. Yes, the Punishment Announcer has now been turned blue after being a team killed, and they're now trying to push the SU-100Y into the lake. Now Bagpuss, seeing what has just happened, has actually fired at the blue player, the Excelsior, which he's entitled to do because he is a team killer, and he can fire at that guy and without penalisation. In fact, and the Excelsior's taken another round from other teammates. He's just been hit again. He isn't on their team, so they can quite happily punish him. But it looks like, yes, they're coming in now. They're going to try and bully 27 Backpuss because he fired on a blue player, a player who effectively was out of the game. And yes, they're flipping him over, or trying to. And yes, Renamed User has now flipped 27 Backpuss over on his side, so he can no longer take part in the game. So these trolls have now effectively team killed too, but well, Backpuss manages to get himself upright again. But that doesn't stop Renamed User from doing the damage. Now Renamed User is on the Real Blue Man Group clan, and so is the Punishment Announcer. They're both from the same clan, and apparently this clan is now allowing team trolls in their group. I'm not sure if they're aware of what these people are up to, and if they are aware, then more shame on them. If they're not aware, they need to get rid of these people as quickly as possible. Well, we can see that 27 Backpuss managed to dispose of Punishment Announcer. So I'm going outside the bounds of the map there, and they're still trying to troll 27 Backpuss, and the box tank, to his credit, has come over to try and save him, mainly because, you see, he was also an intended victim of these trolls. I'm glad that Wargaming has finally put the turning blue back into the game, because it means that people like this will turn blue. They can be removed from the game forcibly if necessary. And in the meantime, Backpuss is actually going back to shooting at the enemy, trying to get some damage. In fact, he just killed a VK3001P on the enemy team. Now, we've lost sight of the troll at the moment, mainly because there's a fault in the replays that always allows teammates to disappear. But you can see that the Excelsior is back, and he's now trying to push 27 Backpuss into the lake. Yes, they've suddenly appeared. He's also trying to push 27 Backpuss. My free camera is not that good. My free camera work, rather. And you can see now, instead of pushing him into the lake, he's decided to push him against the back of the map again. And the box tank is doing his best to stop this from happening. Sadly though, this game will be a loss, because there's no way that they can come back 3 guns out of the game, or 4 guns out of the game if you include 5 guns out of the game. What am I saying? It's these 3 players can't play at this moment. One player has already been chucked into the lake and drowned, and another, the troll who did it, has been taken out of the game because he was, well, blue. There's some rather stupid chat going on. Yes, some rude words being exchanged. Renamed user is going to be reported to Wargaming. A copy of this video will be placed on our website and people will be notified, so that if they want to, they can also blacklist this player, renamed user. And of course, I think word will be sent to the Real Blue Man Group clan to say, look, do you really want to have trolls in your team? Because if you do have trolls in your clan, did you realise what it will actually do to the reputation of your clan? Wargaming might even consider closing your clan down if you're acting as basically a haven for people who abuse the rules. Because this guy has abused the rules. Renamed user and punishment announcer are both offenders. And now he's going over to try and offend against the M41 HMC. As you can see over here. My terrible free cam work. I'm moving over to see what's going on. You can see he's even trying to shoot at the guys he's just trolled. Whoa. Yes, I did say that my camera work is really needs a lot to be desired. But you see, the M41 HMC, now he can't play. And despite the fact that the box tank is now back in action, basically, I'm afraid this team are going to lose the game. There's absolutely no way they can win. 27 Bagpuss is still in the game, but not for long. The enemy will be arriving very shortly, and I should think the game will then be over. Well, you can see the Excelsior. He's moved up the valley. He's trying to push Bagpuss about. And the box tank's trying to stop it. He's not helping that Excelsior. But at least they've left the M41 HMC alone. Now, I do hope that Wargaming takes notice of all that's happened and bans renamed user as well as punishment announcer from the game. Or at least gives them a lengthy suspension from the game so that they can rethink what they are actually doing. Because if they're not prepared to abide by Wargaming's rules, they really don't deserve to be in the game. Unfortunately, the AT2 on the enemy team, who's up at the pass, has just killed 27 Bagpuss, and now it's just the Excelsior, the SU-100Y, and the M41 HMC, and the enemy is capping, so they've arrived at the cap from the town, and it won't be long before they find the M41, and then this pair. The SU-100Y is trying to fight the enemy and one of the members of his own team who's breaking the rules, and there goes the box tank, and it won't be long before the Excelsior joins him. And that's it. There's only the M41 HMC over in the corner, but rather unfairly, he's been lumped together with teammates who really just don't deserve to be in the game at all. And that's it, the game's over. Total loss, all down to those two players, punishment announcer and renamed user. So we'll see the end of battle stats. And you can see that, well, 27 Bagpuss did get a kill in the game. He actually did some damage, 64 hit points of damage to a VK3001P on the enemy team, who was already fairly badly damaged anyway, but he did get the kill on the guy, and that's the important thing. He ended up with a kill in the game, whereas unfortunately it's showing here that the SU-100Y has a -1 against him. Well, he wasn't the offender. The offender in this game was these two Excelsiors, renamed user 573196955 of the Real Blue Man Group clan, and the other one, punishment announcer, also of the same clan, Real Blue Man Group. So the question is, does the Real Blue Man Group know what these two are up to? And after seeing this video, will they do something about it? Will they kick these two people out? The last clan, we told them that they had a pair of trolls on their team, and they ejected them from the clan straight away. Let's hope that Real Blue Man Group realised that, yep, it's probably not a good idea to have trolls on your team, and you ought to get rid of them as quickly as possible. And of course, Wargaming will be asked to deal with these miscreants by giving them a nice little suspension from the game, so that they learn to appreciate that there are rules you have to play by. Sadly, I suspect that because they're both in Excelsiors, that they use join codes or invite codes to get this free premium tier 5, and that they are using them to abuse the privilege and go around trolling other players. If that is the case, then it's up to Wargaming to identify their IP and ban the IP so that they cannot enter the game regardless of how many new accounts they open. Thanks very much for watching.